Hobbies.
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 Hello everyone. Welcome. Today we are filming a Q&A. And we're just going to get right into it. You're going to have to bear with me because I might need to translate some of the questions to my husband. We're going to answer together. And although this is not a couples channel, my husband doesn't mind being in this video and answering some questions because there were a few directed at both of us. Okay, first question. So we're going to start with some fun questions first. Where are you from?
I'm from China.
Whereabouts in China?
China, Jiangsu, Xuzhou.
Xuzhou. I am from London, England, United Kingdom. What are your 3 favorite hobbies?
Hobbies.
Hobbies.
Play football. Sleep.
That's not a hobby.
And watch films.
Yeah, he loves watching films. What about mahjong? He loves to play mahjong.
So many hobbies.
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 What are my 3 favorite hobbies? My 3 favorite hobbies, I kind of have a lot of hobbies, but I love to read. That is my number 1. I also like to... Oh, okay. You know what? Let me give you my 5 favorite hobbies. I love to read. I love to write. I love to...
Play mahjong.
I don't really watch that much TV, but I do love a good TV series. I love to crochet, but I only recently got back into it, but it's become one of my favorite hobbies already. And I also love to play Sims 4. Where is your favorite place that you've been on vacation as a couple? 我们的
泰国吗？
Yeah, is that your one?
对。
Thailand. What did you like about it?
Huh? Like the water.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. So beautiful there. I really want to go back as soon as possible. Okay, my favorite place that we've been to on vacation, I think it's also Thailand, but if we say within China, what about in China?
桂林.
Me too. We had an amazing holiday to Guilin in 2019 and it was just so beautiful there. There's water and mountains and it was just stunning, and we went on this really long boat trip, 5 hours, right? To get from the city center to
Yangshuo.
Yangshuo.
Yes.
Yeah, the scenery was so beautiful and the food was good. We had so many different types of noodles there, and also our favorite beer fish. Oh my god, 啤酒鱼. 好好吃.
It's delicious.
Okay, what is your favorite season of the year? 季节.
I like spring.
Why?
Because everything is green.
I like, actually I think I like autumn. I love the cozy vibes. I love staying at home. I love sweaters and warm clothes, so I like autumn. What is your favorite dessert?
What is dessert?
甜点.
甜点.
He doesn't like sweet things.
Yes, I don't like sweet.
But if you had to choose one, what's your favorite?
Ice cream.
You like ice cream?
还可以.
This is news to me, to be honest, because every time I have ice cream, he never wants any. But, okay. My favorite is tiramisu, and I also like baklava. And I also like, okay, wait. I love carrot cake as well. I love cake in general. Okay, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
我都不知道什么冰淇淋味道.
Do you like the one that I got from DQ? 那个味道?
No.
No? I get this tiramisu ice cream from Dairy Queen here because they have Dairy Queen in China. And yeah, he's just informed me that he doesn't like it. Okay.
Because it's so sweet.
He doesn't like ice cream, okay? He doesn't like ice cream. He doesn't like dessert. Do you like brownies? What a brownie.
Oh, yes.
Say
I
that.
like hot pot ice cream.
Did you go to college or university?
Yes.
What did you study?
Study 机器和电器
Yeah, robotics and
不是
machines
machine
and
electrical.
electrics. I studied international business with Mandarin Chinese. Yeah. And I did a study abroad. It was supposed to be a year in China, but unfortunately COVID started when I was abroad and I had to come back 6 months early. Yeah. How many pets do you have and how many pets do you want? We have...
And cat.
You want a dog? We have a cat at the moment. She's asleep. She's called Tofu. Okay, I kind of want 2 cats, maybe 3, maximum 3. And I used to really want a dog. Now I'm not that sure. If we do get a dog, then I want a Samoyed.
It's very big.
It is very big, but they're so sweet. What is your dream job?
My dream job. 我都不知道我的 dream job 是什么。
He's lost in life, as am I, but my dream job is to be an author. Yeah. We're both lost in life, okay? Alright, let's go to the couples questions. How did we meet? We met on PUBG. I got the Chinese version of PUBG to improve my Chinese, and I actually met my husband on there. We first started talking during, we were playing a 4-player match, and we were the only 2 people talking. We were talking the entire match, half an hour, and then we played another game together, and yeah, we were talking for an hour and a half, and then I let him add my WeChat, right? And then after that, we have talked every single day since then. How long did we date before getting married? We just had our 6-year dating anniversary in October, and we have been married for a year and a half now. What is your favorite thing about me, or about each other? My favorite thing about him is his smile. And also, I don't know, I feel like his voice, as soon as I am anxious or anything, as soon as I hear his voice, I feel so at peace.
Yes. And yours. 最喜欢你什么 kindness, friendly.
Am I friendly though? I don't make friends that easily, but then I also do. I don't know, it's a yeah. Do you have pet names for each other? 小名字，你的小名字叫我什么？
小可
Yeah. He calls me 小可 and I call him 老公 and 老公. So I use An, that is from his dialect. Yeah, it's a way of calling you my husband in your dialect, right? 安老公.
安小可
How do you keep the romance alive in your relationship?
你的
Relationship,
对
关系.
一起去做什么事情
Yeah, we spend time together doing the things that each other likes. I often will watch movies with him, even though I don't really like watching movies that much. But when I do watch movies with him, it's out of love. But we're actually supposed to go to the cinema today. But I would say we just try to, I don't know. Sometimes, honestly, even though we've only been married for a year and a half, sometimes the romance does die down in our relationship. Like, it's not always super romantic, and then we have periods that we are really like super in love, like the beginning of our relationship. One of my goals for this year is definitely to go on more dates together. I feel like we should date more, especially like before we have kids. That is kind of the next step of our relationship. Okay, what was that question? How do we keep romance alive in our relationship? We're just living life. We're living life, working. We both kind of like have separate lives, and then in the evenings we just come together, and the weekends. I just love him. Do you love me?
I love you.
Really?
Nhiều biếng.
Nhiều biếng. Nhiều biếng.
Nhiều biếng.
Nhiều biếng. Well, how do we make decisions together as a couple? I feel like a lot of the time I feel like I'm making a decision myself. He trusts me to make a lot of decisions for us. For example, like where we're gonna live and what city to live in. Like, obviously he has input as well, but he really does trust me, and he wants the best for me first before himself. And I always take into account his opinions and his input and what he thinks as well. I don't know, we just make decisions. I feel like it's not that difficult to consider the other person before you make a big decision. Do you want kids? Yes, I want
Yes.
kids. How many kids do you want?
I think 2 kids.
Me too. I want 2 kids. We have the same answer because we have discussed this. It is really important, especially if you're going to get married or if you see your relationship as a long-term one, that you actually ask important questions while you're dating. Like, do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? Like, what do you see for your future, so that you're on the same page, have the same values, have the same ideas of what your life is going to be like together. Okay, and now for the China question. How long will you stay in China? I honestly don't know. And it feels like half the time I'm like, I'm staying here forever. Half the time I'm like, oh, I kind of want to go back to the UK. And yeah, I'm honestly not sure what we're gonna do in the future. What is your favorite place you have lived in China? I loved Shanghai. I loved living in Shanghai. I thought it was really fun, very fun city to live in. And yeah, I just had the best time eating and having fun with my husband, boyfriend at the time, but now my husband. And exploring the city by bike was really fun. I would say definitely in Beijing. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna die every single time I rode a bike. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed the cycling experience more in Shanghai, because I did like to cycle home from work in Beijing, but yeah, it's definitely a lot smoother in Shanghai, to be honest. Yeah, I think Shanghai is my favorite place I've ever lived. What about you? Okay, so the question is what is your favorite place that you've lived?
Changzhou.
Why?
Because it's my second hometown.
He went to university here, so he spent a lot of his life here, actually, from like 18 till pretty much till now, minus 1 year when we were in Beijing. But yeah, he's just been here almost 10 years now, right?
Yes.
And he likes this city. Okay, I've written some notes for this question. So what are 5 things I like about China? The people here are actually very nice. I've met so many lovely people, and they're very warm and welcoming. Sometimes it's a bit kind of strange when people are staring at you, but actually if you smile, if you talk to them, people are really, really friendly. Okay, the food is bomb. The food is so good. The food is amazing. The food is amazing. And there's also so much variety in foods. Literally, like, every single city has their specialty dishes. Every town has its specialty dishes, right? Number 3, China is huge. There are so many different cultures within China. So there is so much to learn and so much to see within China. Different customs, different traditions to learn about. Okay, number 4, China is an amazing place for vacations. There's different climates throughout the country. If you want snow, you've got snow. If you want desert, there's desert. If you want beaches, you've got beaches. And if you want mountains, guess what? There are mountains galore, okay? There's so much to see. Lakes, rivers, almost every single different type of climate. It is really diverse here. Okay, and number 5, the cost of living. The cost of living is just like a massive advantage here. People do have lower salaries. Their money stretches a lot further. I spend around 600 to 800 renminbi on groceries per month. And literally, like, if you know how to budget, then even this is quite a lot. But I like the convenience of ordering groceries online, and it helps me to not get sidetracked and not to buy lots of different things that aren't on my shopping list. What are 5 things I dislike about China? Spitting. Spitting is number 1. Oh my gosh, spitting. It like comes from their souls. Oh my god. I feel like it's because a lot of people smoke, right? A lot of people smoke, Trillian.
So many people.
Yeah. So they just like to get out the phlegm that is stuck in their throats. But it's a bit too much, man. It's The second thing that I dislike about China is, okay, oftentimes when I'm doing something like in a bank or in a hospital or in a supermarket, and I ask someone how to do something or someone's serving me, it's never just one person. Like a whole group of the workers will come and just stand around and look at what I'm doing. And it's a bit unnerving sometimes. It's like, oh my gosh, why is everyone crowding around? Yeah, that is just something that I dislike. But it's always out of curiosity, but sometimes I do feel like, oh my gosh, like you don't all need to be crowding around me to do this one little thing. Number 3, sometimes I get anxious, mainly when I'm on my own. And people start staring at me, or like when people stop when they see me, or if people start taking pictures of me. And the most kind of weird place that I've had this done was literally in a zoo. Like I was like upset. I was really annoyed and frustrated when that happened, because we're standing at a zoo taking pictures of the animals and people are taking pictures of me. Like, I'm not a zoo animal. Yeah, and I honestly, like, you don't have to tell me twice that people are curious. I honestly know that people are curious. It's just sometimes I'm not in the mood. Sometimes I'm not in the mood. I know that I'm the first foreigner, the first black person that a lot of people have ever met, ever seen in person. But sometimes, honestly, I just feel like they have social media, they can see people of different nationalities on there. It's different cultures though. It's different cultures, and different things are considered rude, and staring is one of them. Number 4, lack of holiday time. So I have talked about this in my cultural differences video, which I will put up here as well, or here, I'm not sure. And I didn't say this was a negative thing or a disadvantage, but as I have lived here for 2.5 years now, it's just like, it is kind of a negative that my husband can't choose when he wants to have his holiday time. He has to go with the government allotted holiday times. So it's difficult to kind of plan vacations because we have to kind of stick to when he actually has holiday time. Number 5 is customer service. Okay, I usually don't experience bad customer service. I really don't. Everyone is lovely, but sometimes, for example, I was with John's grandma. We were in a supermarket. I asked one of the workers where something was. They were so kind, so friendly, guided me to where it was, or like pointed it out and helped me to find it. But when Jonathan's grandma, she literally was like at the end of the aisle and asked someone where something was. They were so rude to her. They didn't even look up from what they were doing. They were just like, 不知道。对你的奶奶在超市，一个眼睛都不看她，就我不知道。这样了。So rude. So sometimes I feel like there's not as nice customer service as people think. Like obviously if you go to Haidilao is like the exception of all exceptions. Haidilao is like paradise for customer service, okay? But usually people don't really go that out of their way for people. They just do their job standard. And then sometimes if you ask people where things are in a store or ask if they have something in a store, they'll just straight up be like, no, we don't have it. And instead of saying like, sorry, I don't know, they'll just be like, no, we don't have it. It has never existed. My husband does this as well, so it might actually be a cultural thing. 不是我不知道，你说没有。没有。For example, if I ask him to to get something from the kitchen and he can't find it, he'll say, we don't have it. And it's like, no, we do. You just have to say, I don't know where it is, or I can't find it. But he's like, no, we don't have it. We have never had that in our house. Honestly, sometimes workers will just be like, yeah, we don't sell that. I've asked people where peanut butter is, and they've been like, no, we don't have it. We don't have it. And then I've walked around the store and actually found it myself. So yeah, just like keep that in mind. Sometimes, especially if you're in like a supermarket, sometimes you just have to look for it yourself, okay? That is the last question. So I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. If you want us to do another one, literally just leave your questions down below and we will film another one in the future. I enjoyed it. I liked this. I like talking, so it was fun for me. Was it fun?
Fun.
No, he didn't like it. It's because he can't understand what I'm saying most of the time. He can have a good basic conversation, but anything other than that and he's lost. Yeah, he's definitely been lost this whole time. I'm gonna like zoom in every time you've yawned during this Q&A. Zoom on your face. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you again next time. Bye!
Bye bye.